Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist, and in this case taking a look at a shooting that took place in Uruguay, in Montevideo, the capital, which a police officer, you see him here with his son having an ice cream, and he's about to get attacked, or he's about to frustrate a robbery attempt at the very least in this case. So you see him, first of all, there's several things. It's a very short clip, but there's a few things you definitely should notice. He's sitting in the right position. He's sitting with his back towards the store and looking directly to the access point. There's like a couple of walls here on the sides, and anyone going in and out has to go through this area. So he's looking directly towards that. That's very clever. He's obviously very aware of all of this. He's obviously looking and waiting for someone to just drop by and do something they're not supposed to be doing. So kudos for him for doing that. He's very much prepared, mentally prepared for what's going to be happening. So it's amazing how fast he reacts here. He probably saw the motorcycle with these two individuals having a suspicious attitude and dropping by there. So he probably saw that, and when he saw them again, he just goes for his gun. So he puts his hand in the right position. Now notice a couple other things. Notice these two ladies here. They're going to be right in the line of fire, so keep that in mind. Okay, so right away he sees that one of these guys is going for the draw. He's carrying appendix carry. I'm not a big fan of appendix carry by any means. One of the reasons is what happens to this bad guy. It's very obvious when he draws the gun. So he draws a gun here. We're going to be seeing later at another angle, but he obviously sees it, and he draws his gun and shoots one, twice, and three more times. He fires 5 shots, and then it's over just like that. The two ladies here just ran behind the car like they should do. That's a smart move. But here we're going to be seeing it at another angle. So the motorcycle, you saw it, just drops by there. And the guy obviously saw them, because as soon as he sees them walk around, he prepares his gun. And there's where you see he draws a gun. The bad guy in black draws a gun, and he beats it to it. He fires that first shot, which he misses. There's a cloud of dust here on the back, so he obviously missed with that first shot. And keep in mind, these two here on the back, you see that they're going to be getting in the line of fire. So one shot, 2 shots that could have easily hit one of these two women, and then he goes for his friend that's still hanging out there. Shoots 1, 2, 3 times. Again, could have easily hit someone on the back there on the side. And he goes off, and he chases after them, and the son actually keeps on eating the ice cream like as if nothing happened, which is kind of funny, but just says a lot of the mental attitude. Now, here is where you see some of the other things that he does well. Besides reacting well, he's covering himself somewhat because he saw the gun as well, so he's afraid of getting shot as well. So that may be one of the reasons why he's not accurate. And you see that cloud of dust hitting here in that wall, right? But his hand it's somewhat in a good position when you're firing single-handed. That's kind of the instinctive stance you want to have. This fist should go to your chest, but he's holding an ice cream, and he manages not to drop the ice cream throughout all of the ordeal, right? So this other guy, he's also getting a couple, and I'm not sure if he hits them with one of those. You see some shots that are not all that accurate. So in terms of 10 out of 10, in terms of awareness and where he was sitting, that is fantastic. Now, in terms of shooting, and keep on shooting some of those final shots, those could have been avoided because of this, because of the people in the line of fire. That is definitely not a good thing. But it's always easy to talk about all of these things when you're not there involved. It's a different story when you're shooting it out like he's doing here. But you see those two in the line of fire. Now, here's where you want to train, you want to be good and not miss. You want to get as close as possible, and especially in such a densely populated area, especially with 2 women there in the back, you want to make sure that if you're going to be firing, you want to hit what you're shooting at. That's where all the training comes into place. So it's about awareness, it's about being aware in this moment, but it's also about having a good amount of training so as to not miss that critical first shot. All right, that first shot or that double tap should have been going right into the attacker. As soon as he starts fleeing like that, there's no point in keep shooting, and especially when you have these two clearly in the line of fire. And he shoots 1, 2 again. Those two absolutely necessary shots. That last one again, maybe a bit too much, and especially for the risk. You know, that's the big thing here. If this had been an open area, yeah, sure, keep on shooting until you make sure they're out of the area. But you know what? With those two bystanders, that is something you want to avoid. Of course, this is all a fraction of a second reaction. So easy to call it in a video, so hard to do in real life. So yeah, just a few things to keep in mind there. Other than that, very, very lucky. The outcome, you know, the awareness state was definitely there, and that's what made the big difference. Obviously, the guy is not, you know, that much of a great shot, especially missing those shots there. But what made the difference for him was his state of alert, being aware of what was going to be happening there. That gave him 2-3 seconds more, you know, than he would have needed. It's not about being the fastest draw and shooting in 0.5 seconds. It's about being aware of what's going on seconds before that ends up happening. So guys, just a few things to keep in mind there. These are all useful videos so as to analyze and see what could have been done better, what had been done right here. Definitely where he's sitting, aware of what's going on, the hand in the gun, and as soon as he sees it, he draws and shoots. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. See you on the next video. Have an awesome day.